Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied. Sure, they didn't give up much run after catch. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Jackson, as the Ravens come back out here on offense. We talked about Lamar Jackson earlier, Charles, but these Ravens, they rolled through the middle part of the season. Couple losses in September, but undefeated in October, November, and rolled that into December. They've answered every big question thus far. The wins over Seattle, New England, Houston, the Rams, the Niners and Bills as well. Are they the favorites to hoist the Lombardi Trophy in Miami on February 2nd?
I believe they are, because they are a complete team. As much as Lamar Jackson powers everything on offense, he has Marquise Hollywood Brown out wide. He can throw the ball deep, too. Dependable tight ends led by Mark Andrews. Really good offensive line. Mark Ingram can run it. The defense comes at you from every imaginable angle. And if you're trying to prepare on offense for them, it is hard to do, and your quarterback gets hit a lot. And they have the best kicker in the league in Justin Tucker. That's a big formula for success when come playoff time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. Busts through the tackle, being chased out left. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. On 3rd and 1, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Robert Quinn. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Flush to his right. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. To throw is Jackson, dancing to his left. Shedding the tackle. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Now it's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game? And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's throwing upfield.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Still going. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
On that play, as you saw...
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Running right, this is Ingram. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jackson on the move to his left. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37.
But to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that side.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott 75 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's An absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Jackson buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing. Went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Completes it to Jason Witten. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, it's Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to... Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Cowboys are able to recover.
Get ready, get ready.
The former Mississippi State Bulldog Dak Prescott coming out here to lead this Dallas Cowboys offense. And if you look at the numbers for Dak this year, they're up. Over 4,000 yards for the first time in his 4-year NFL career. Career high in touchdowns as well. So those are up, but the wins are not up. The Cowboys battling right around 500, and they've been hanging in a tough contest in the NFC East with Philly. The good news, though, even though that win total may not be impressive for Dak and the Cowboys, obviously they're right there in that playoff picture. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Nope, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ravens offense coming onto the field. There's quarterback Lamar Jackson. And don't want to hand out awards until the season's officially over. But
MVP.
Yeah, I think the engraver's workbench is prepped and ready to go to put his name on there. NFL record for rushing yards in a season by a quarterback, passing Michael Vick in Week 15 against the Jets. If you're looking to the playoffs, what do teams need to do to slow down Lamar Jackson?
Well, what they're going to try to do is take away all of the running game. And that means you've got to take away Mark Ingram as well, his tailback, because if he gets things established running inside, that's when Lamar Jackson's really dangerous, faking it to him and getting to the edges. But you're going to put extra people with eyes on him to try and take away the run. So for the playoffs, Lamar Jackson, just be prepared to hit those layups downfield because there will be open receivers.
throwing again on second down. Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be third down.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious to go for it.